come to think of it, games are a lot like movies. You've got characters, plots.
And content ratings.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
segue. Here to help us understand some content control features on Xbox One, our special guest, Michelle Larez Mooney.
Yay! Hi, Michelle.
Hello,
Hi.
Michelle. How's it going?
Thank you.
All right. So, Michelle, we start off all of our interviews like this. What do you do here at Xbox?
I am a program manager for the Xbox Shell team. I'm responsible for sign-in, identity, and family, among other things.
Ooh,
Cool.
very, very important stuff.
So, family settings. Let's talk about them. Why are they important?
So it's important that when we have kids on our console, that they have a safe and fun environment.
Yep.
And we want to give parents tools to be able to control their kids' experiences online, to prevent them from going and playing content that's too mature for them. And, there's a couple of kids that might want to play longer than their bedtime, and we're going to help them out too.
That's him.
My dad only let me play 2 hours a week when I was
He
a
had
kid.
no time to play games. He's trying to get it all out.
Luckily, there was no family timer back then.
Yeah,
The original Xbox. Yeah.
So what are content restrictions?
So the first thing I want to talk about is content restrictions,
Cool.
and those are what you think of as standard parental controls. Like you don't want your kid to play mature rated games, or you don't want your kid to play teen rated games. So on accounts.microsoft.com/family, where you can set up your family.
Which we have set up right
we have
here.
set up
and we're gonna
on the
cut
board
to.
there. Yeah. So I have a family set up. Yes, and. I'm
It's
such a
weird.
fan, so I named my children after you.
Yeah,
It's a
we
little
are your
creepy, but
children.
you know.
I'm honored.
I feel really good. And look, we're both cats with hats.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
There you go. I love
like
that.
it.
So
Okay,
this is actually,
we're
just to
your
step
kids.
back a sec, this is the family page. It's account.microsoft.com/family is the website.
Okay.
And when you add kids to your family, you sign with your adult account and you can add kids to your family here. And when you want to go ahead and change the controls, you can choose things like apps, games, and media, which is our standard content restrictions.
Oh, we're limiting me right now, so
Yeah,
you're off the hook.
yeah.
I get
You're
limited.
next, buddy.
Okay.
So you would want to turn this on because otherwise it's unrestricted. And I'll scroll down a little bit here. So what we did is, because ratings can be confusing, you got movie ratings, you got TV,
yeah,
you got
it
TV
is
ratings
kind of,
and
yeah.
game ratings, you can choose an age group, and what we'll do is we'll give you the age appropriate restrictions.
And it'll change.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
are you saying
awesome.
appropriate for me? I'm confused.
Yeah, I think that's
Here,
about
you
right.
can, we'll make you 12-year-old.
12? Okay.
So when I do this, you can't play Halo, I'm sorry.
Oh, well,
You can't
that's-
play Gears of War, that's mature, sorry. But on the console then, when you hit these restrictions, you'll be able to, you'll get a block. It'll say, sorry, you can't play Halo. But, being a kind of benevolent mother, I would go ahead, yes, and let you play Halo.
Thanks.
And I can give you a temporary pass, which means you
Oh.
can play it for one session. Or I can give you a permanent pass, which means you can always play Halo, but not other teen-rated games.
That's interesting. It's like you could be like, hey, try out this game and see if I approve of it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And then
if you,
maybe not.
And if you don't, you can come down here later and you can remove it from your allowed list. So if I find out something about the game that I didn't know, then I would go here and remove it.
Cool.
I love all the thought that went into this. Every little tiny kind of detail is thought about, and how simple it is to remove things.
And it's just on a URL. That's cool. You just go to
Yep,
the
yep.
on the-
All of
online.
our different controls are here.
So let's talk about Family Timer for a minute. That was on 360, and it took a while for it to come to Xbox One, but it's here now.
Yep, and we're so excited.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
It's called Screen Time, and Xbox 360 had the screen time, and it would basically shut off your machine after a certain amount of time. You could set it for 2 hours, and that's it for the day.
Boom.
But on Xbox One, and actually Windows 10 as well, you can set screen time so that it's by child and by day. And not only do you set the time that you can play, but you can also set the time of day, so you have a schedule.
Okay.
So here, for example, if we look at your schedule, I have allowed you to play 2 hours. Sorry,
Wait,
this is
that's
flashbacks.
Malik's.
2
yeah,
hours.
He's getting a flashback of his real life.
Oh no!
2 hours on the weekdays
On the
between 3 and
weekdays.
7 p.m. Friday night, you get a couple of extra
And
hours.
I can't sneak up and stay up late and wait till everyone goes to bed and play because you
Nope,
set the
because
time.
you sign
You said
in.
it, yeah.
And then on the weekends, you can play about 4 hours between 8
guess
and 8.
that's
This is
a little
Malik's
bit
account,
better.
right?
No,
Versus my
actually, this
account.
is your account. Sorry.
Oh, see, you're still off the hook. Just
Yep.
me.
It's you.
So on the actual console, though, the child will see. I have a couple of screenshots
Oh,
here.
cool.
The child has a couple of time management options. Time management is not always easy when you're playing games.
Sure.
So what we do is we will, when you sign into the screen, the child will see when their screen time ends, and then also any time when they're playing, they can open the guide and see when their screen time ends.
I
As a
like
reminder.
that because if you're playing a game like Halo 5 and you're in a match, if I'm allowed to play Halo 5, I want to know if I can have enough time for one more match, right?
It's really
So I
weird.
can-
It's like we're kids and we
know.
are trying to ask for more time.
you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, and then when it gets down to about an hour left, and then about 30 minutes left, we'll give you the notifications that
perfect.
say you got 60 minutes left, 30 minutes left.
That's really
15
helpful
minutes
because,
left.
yeah, you got to save the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then
before-
at 5 minutes, we interrupt you and we say, sorry, it's time to finish up. You only have 5 minutes left.
Right.
And at that point, you can go park yourself, save the game,
Yep.
whatever you need to do. And then at 0 minutes, when your time's up, you're booted.
Boom.
Signed
Ooh.
out. Done. Finite.
Hardcore.
Well, I love it. You just get to 5 minutes. It's great. I mean, you give them time to save the game, et cetera.
Yeah.
But also, though, we have the same thing that we had for content restrictions for asking more time. When you see one of those dialogues that are coming up, you can ask your parent for more time. Grab the controller at 15 minutes, 30 minutes,
Yeah.
an hour,
He would've
all
done
day
that
if you've
all
been really
over.
good.
Yeah.
So I'll like bake a batch of cookies. So when I do come and ask, I have.
Really?
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah. Bake a
Can
batch
you
of
make cookies?
I think so.
It's a whole thing. I'm sorry.
Can't be that hard.
I just don't picture you making cookies.
The cookie obsession.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
so-
really cool. I like that you can extend that. Yeah.
Yep, yep. And so we just have a couple other things I'm just going to touch on.
Yeah, let's do it.
We have what parents will also love, recent activity, which is activity reporting.
Mm.
This will let you report on the activity that your child has been engaged in. You can see what websites they've gone to.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the games and apps they've been playing,
Uh-oh.
and their total screen time that they've been playing
Whoa,
on Xbox One and Windows 10.
I was rocking it this Sunday. I think it was all PUBG.
Probably.
And then just a couple other things. You can do, you can block and allow websites and web browsing, and you can control their purchases and spending. You can give your kid money to spend.
Oh, that's cool.
You can block whether they can spend it, and you can see their purchase history.
That's
That's good.
fantastic.
It's like you're giving me an allowance digitally,
Right, exactly.
but then what they can buy.
And then the last thing is Xbox privacy settings. We've had these since Xbox 360
Yep.
days. It's your communications and your sharing controls. And you head over there to make sure that your kid is protected online.
Cool. Can we switch back to Malik's account and make him have only 2 hours so he can get that true flashback?
No.
Okay, we don't.
You're getting bottom bunk.
Yep.
Wait, we don't bunk together?
Yeah, we're part of the same family, Carlos.
Oh, with that whole thing.
I do have one little tip.
Yes.
Since these things are online and rely on you being signed in online, there's possibility that your kids might try to get around it by creating a new account, a secret account. So the way that you kind of get,
did it in unison.
you got to
Yeah,
lock
so,
down
yeah.
that console.
You would never do that, would you, Carl?
I did that yesterday, I think.
To lock that up, you go to your individual console and you go to system, setting system, sign out content restrictions, and you turn this on. So you can protect this with your own key, and this will prevent your kid from creating
Wow,
secret
that's
accounts
intense.
to bypass your parental
Yeah.
control.
All the
Yeah.
kids watching are very upset that you just.
I
gave
just,
them-
I
I
know.
just spoiled it. Or I,
Or she
I
just told them how to do it.
yeah.
Oh,
Wait, okay, kids,
Sorry,
don't
Mom.
listen to what we just said. Oh, no.
Oh,
ruined it.
I mean, no, but in all seriousness, it's really awesome.
It really
It
is,
is a
yeah.
crazy landscape out there of the internet. Kids, you should be really skeptical and
Yeah.
watch stuff because it's weird out there. So
yeah, we're not doing it to be mean. We want
No,
the family to have
absolutely.
a great
you're
time
trying to be
online.
helpful. Yeah, it's really great. So thank you so much for
Right.
showing
Yeah,
us
thank you,
Thanks for
Michelle.
having me.
Appreciate
and
it.
making us part of your family, kind of.
Yeah.
In a
Thanks.
weird way with cat hats.
Hey, I
All right, and then she leaves, and I walk over
Michelle.
here. Woo. That's really cool. Although we need to make it so you have 2 hours of time.
Yeah, at
because-
least. Because I want to play more games. I want
I
to play
don't
more
want people
Halo.
to think we bunk together. We gotta stop that from